WGWF Sao Tome Coffee present Masters of the Mat.
We want to welcome you live here from Toronto, Canada, sold out Air Canada Centre. Over 16,000 loud and proud Canadian fans welcoming all of us here, the WGWF Masters of the Mat live on pay-per-view. And Flash, what a night we have tonight. We will crown a new Masters of the Mat for the first time in over 4 years. Our main event involves controversy, championship, and a Canadian. It is Paul Frost challenging the current reigning and first ever female world champion, Jocelyn Camden, in a match with so much more than titles on the line.
I still think that Peter Gilmore was screwed, to be honest with you, but yeah, we'll see what happens with this one.
Well, there's no doubt about it. A lot of things happening in this match. We've heard the slurs, we've heard the responses. Tonight, we'll either see perfection or we'll see Camden win and retain her world heavyweight title for the first time ever live on pay-per-view. And we run down to match number 10 because that thing above us, that ominous, hideous Hell in a Cell structure will lower tonight here in the Air Canada Centre for the first time ever in WGWF history. It is a tag team Hell in a Cell match. It is CCP and of course his masked man, partner of his choosing, take on Andre Dixon. And of course, the big one, Big Shank, returns to pay-per-view inside Hell in a Cell. Flash, who you got taking home this one?
Well, this should be a pretty easy choice. CCP could team up with whoever he wanted, but to be perfectly honest, it's Big Shank in a handicap match because he's carrying the handicap known as Andre Dixon. It's going to be a good one.
Are you kidding me, Flash? Are you kidding me?
Not kidding you at all. Andre Dixon, the human handicap.
That's right, the human handicap that pinned Chronic Chris Page only a couple of weeks ago. Tonight, we will see what both men can pull off inside the same structure. Up next, it's the finals of a very, very awesome, wicked, and near-perfect Master of the Mat tournament. It is, of course, it is going to be guest refereed by Paul Frost. And tonight we will see the Intercontinental Champion, member of God, Big Rig, John Gambino, going up against another Canadian boy, James Raven, in what is sure to be an awesome Master of the Mat final. Flash, I really hate to ask, but I'm paid to. Who do you see walking home with a title shot?
Well, you never bet against an angry Italian. He's going to make this like a 12-course meal in the early part of the evening. Besting Mr. Raven. That should be me.
We will see. Somehow, I don't think James Raven will have to eat crow come Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks. Then, of course, we have our big six-man tag. We will see if the ring can contain all these egos, all these allies, all these enemies, as the gods, Famine of the Vial, Dean James, and John Stone take on Hunter Ryan, and apparently a makeshift G.I. Joe. We are in Canada, but I guess they all know who they are. Connor Dempsey and Kevin Jewett in 6 tag team match action. It's going to be a war. It's going to be brutal, bloody, everything. Flash, do you see any survivors in this match?
Well, let's put it like this. First of all, I'm trying everything in my power to hold the Vial back and not throw up from all the baby kissing, flags saluting on one side of the ring. And why is Hunter Ryan really so upset? Did Famine not do him a favor by taking his cancer-ridden wife away from him? After all, you can either die with a champion or die with a man like Hunter. A boring death for a boring man standing in a 6-man tag team affair. Famine of the Vial and his gang of misfits gonna take this one home.
You know what, Flash? I don't tolerate or even endorse violence, but I hope tonight, when Hunter and Famine step into that ring, I hope that man takes the Vial one and puts him in the grave and rests in peace. He kidnapped another man's wife, and tonight we will see the vengeance.
Did her a favor. Did her a favor.
Did her a favor. Well, we will see who does whom a favor and who walks out the winners in a very pivotal 6-man tag team match. And then, of course, match number 7. The WGWF tag team titles are on the line, and this is a very interesting match because you have the team from Genesis, RJ Palmer and Dante Anglias, defending their titles against two men who are tied with an Intercontinental Championship match in the upcoming weeks. It is Zach Rizza and Jason Mudd. Can these two men coexist as a unit and bring home championship gold, or will the possibility of Intercontinental gold drive these men apart?
Are you kidding me? This is a sports car going against a Fiat. Betting against the red-hot RJ Palmer and Dante Anglias right now against the makeshift team of Zach Rizza and Jason Mudd. Yawn and snore. The tag team champions retain.
We all know where you stand with Genesis, but I want to put in this quick thing for anybody thinking of betting otherwise. Jason Munn is a former World Tag Team Champion, and Zach Riz is coming off a very impressive Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight title. I'm putting it out there. It's all fair and even tonight in the Great White North. And speaking of Great White and, well, pale as a boneyard, Peter Gilmore challenging Bruna Salin, or Salin, whatever you like to call her. I like to call her a winner, Flash, because she hasn't lost the match yet.
Look, Peter Gilmore, as we all know, was screwed. Him holding the world title was my Christmas, and he was cheated by the bastard Sao Tome. Peter Gilmore returns to his winning ways in this singles action.
You know, Flash, if that was your Christmas, you must have gotten cold every single day of the year. Anyways, up next is a special challenge match. We are seeing Genesis member Kenny Radical taking on a newcomer, Christopher Lucas. And everybody's been rampant about this one, Flash. Do you see a favorite in this match? Look,
let's be honest. Kenny Radical is going up against a virtual Ozzy Canseco of sorts, if you will. Kenny Radical, easy pick.
Alright, up next we have the WGWF Television Championship on the line with a bit of controversy itself as the grappling guru, formerly known as the wife-beating guru, depending on who you believe on the news and rumors boards, will face off against the longest reigning WGWF champion to date in Nathan Lucas. He's broken records, he's broken men. We will see if he continue to break the streak of TV champions to date. Who do you see taking home the gold in this one?
Look, the only thing he's grappling with is his ability to actually get a win inside that ring. Nathan Lucas continues his winning ways.
Well, speaking of winning ways, tonight we are very special. It is the return of a former World Heavyweight Champion onto pay-per-view. It is the Playboy, Mick Ferrari. He's taking on a man who I think might not be well received in this country as he would be down south. It is the real American Terry Gordon, who tried to retire, who tried to leave pro wrestling, only to get sucked back in by this Playboy wannabe. Flash, I know you got your strong opinions on Terry. The floor is yours.
Look, let's be honest with you. We've got this sickening, bus-riding, baby-kissing fossil against a world's champion. Keywords, world's champion. Playboy Mick Ferrari returns with a bevy of beauties and a W in the column when it's all said and done.
Well, I can only hope tonight that a little red, white, and blue snuck over the border and helps Terry Gordon take out this punk before he even gets started. Again, and up next, it's singles action. And, you know, we are in a town of acceptance, and tomorrow actually marks the start of Gay Pride week here in Toronto, Canada. And tonight, for the first time ever on pay-per-view, it'll be the grappling of the gays. It will be Alyssa Farrow taking on newcomer John Hamill in a match that has a lot of equality written across it.
Look, the true question is not who will win this match, but if Alyssa Farrow will even be wearing underpants to the match.
And of course, we have tag team action, and perhaps the most strangest tag team match I've ever had to call. There'll be Alex the Shark and his brother Axel the Shark, or cousin, long-lost relatives. Some people say they come from the same school of Finns, taking on the Sentinel and Johnny O'Boom in tag team action. Flash?
Look, it's the true winners of this match are going to be relieved bladders when everybody gets up to take a piss during this unimportant tag team affair.
You know, that's not nice. We are in the country of nice guys and girls. We are here in Toronto, Canada. They are pumped. They are ready. You at home already. So let's take things straight to our ring announcer, Donald Masters, as we kick off the WGWF Master of the Mat.